Ready for another year of camp?
I look forward to it. I really do. It tells me I'm still here.
What's the excitement level with this team after such a great season last year, just getting back at it ready for this season?
Well, you fellas are probably as good a judge of that as I. I do feel it. It's little things. I can go to the gas station and invariably there'll be somebody there telling me good luck on the season, and I'm appreciative of that. But I sense it throughout the community. They are interested in the team.
Is it similar to what it was like after the '81 season and after the '88 season, or is the excitement level different?
If I were measuring them, I would say last season probably wins by a neck. It came at a good time for the community. We're going through all the COVID stuff and getting together and being in public together. And the games were extraordinarily exciting. The playoff games, close and hard contested games. I think it got the city excited.
When you look back on that ride, just what was that feeling like going through all of that last season? Have you been able to really grasp what it was like?
Well, if you're in my chair, that's pretty much what you want. And when that happens, you feel good about things.
How much of a step forward do you feel like this team has been able to take with some of the acquisitions they made over the spring?
How much will this team take a step forward this year?
Every year is a challenge. It's every year on its own with the same goal, win the Super Bowl. And if you fall short, even as close as we were last year, you feel it. And it's hard to get there, probably harder to get there than it is to win the final game, because you have to win a whole series of games to get there. But this year, I like a lot of things about our team. I also know that we're going to run into a tremendous schedule. We play a lot of really good teams, and we'll see how we do. I know the players are ready to go at it.
Have you rewatched Super Bowl 56?
I'm sorry?
Have you rewatched Super Bowl 56?
Have I?
Have you watched Super Bowl 56?
Did you go back and you watch it?
I'll tell you, on Super Bowls, we were there in '82, we were there in '88, and in my case, it probably is around 25 years before I look at it. It stings, and you have regrets. It's just part of losing the Super Bowl. There are wonderful parts of it. You remember those, you treasure them. But there's also the pang of not having quite done it. And it's something that you carry with you for many years. In my case, I guess all my life.
How much of a challenge is it to deal with the expectations now of getting back there after you get a taste of it?
If you were a coach, you would be saying to me, tamp it down. This is a hard go in front of us, and tell the people that it's going to be very difficult, and we'll try our hardest, and we hope we can do well, but we know it's not going to be easy. But I'm an owner. I probably should be saying, oh, it's all exciting, and let's get involved and have the happy times that are going to be there. Nobody knows. I don't know. The coach doesn't know. You don't know. And we just have to take it as it comes. We certainly want to have a good year. To our core, we want to have a year like last year, even better, because that's the standard. Win the Super Bowl, not get there.
How close are you guys to a naming rights deal with the stadium, and how weird will that be?
We're exploring it. We're in discussions. It's a difficult move for me, but my father always put one thing first, and that's the football team. That's what mattered. And I think that the best thing for the football team at this point is to generate revenue enough to help us handle the cap, help us do some other things that we need to do for the team and for the franchise. It's a move that's been made all across the league. I think if we go forward, that'll leave two stadiums that haven't put a naming rights deal together. And some of it is we just have to try our best to keep up with the other guys.
Is the plan to still have Paul Brown in the title?
I am not going to talk about plans. I'm not going to say that the deal is done. But what I told you is that we are exploring it seriously. And when it's time to announce something more than that, you'll hear.
How confident are you in this offensive line with the pieces that you added?
Offensive line, how confident are you in it this year?
The offensive line was a difficult area for us last year. We've tried our best to add people there. Karras, Kappa, Collins, they're veteran players. They should come in and be able to shore up our performance, make us better. I want to see how it comes together. I'm hopeful that it'll turn the trick and give us better protection for Joe. We're aware of the shortfall there last year, believe me. And we'll see if this can help. I think it can. I want it to, but the proof is in the pudding.
How exciting is it to have a bona fide star like Joe Burrow as your quarterback?
Well, Joe Burrow's a good player. He's a good person. Our lucky penny showed up. And do we like it? We sure do. Everybody here feeds on him. He's an exceptional presence. He helps the team on the field. That makes everything go. He's a presence in the community. People like him. Everyone here likes him. It sometimes is so good that you want to pinch yourself. But yes, we're glad to have Joe. He's an important part of this team, and we think he'll be that for far into the future.
How can his numbers be?
Hey, Dave.
When you consider that he's healthy, hasn't had to deal with rehab. I mean, where is the ceiling? His numbers could be crazy, couldn't they?
I can make all kinds of arguments, and you could too, as to why it's going to be this or why it's going to be that. We have to play 17 games, and that's the regular season. None of them are easy. He's going to play very good defenses, people that are aware of him. They're going to plan for him big time, and he's going to be challenged. I think he'll step up to it. We have good players on the outside, great receivers. Joe's an excellent running back. We have a good set of skilled players. If we can shore up our offensive line, all that'll help. But he knows how hard it is. And I'm not going to just glibly slide over it and say our ship has come in down at the dock. It's all for sure. Nothing's for sure in this league. It's week to week.
How satisfied are you with your head coach's performance, Zac Taylor, since he's been here, taking this team to some pretty high heights?
I'm extremely happy with Zac. You guys have gotten to know him. He's a wonderful person. He's an excellent coach. He fits with Joe. They're both pass-oriented guys. Zac himself was a quarterback, and he thinks that way about football. I'm happy we have him.
In what ways over the last 2 or so years have you felt the culture of this team change, if at all?
The culture of the team under Zac.
It's been something that Zac wanted, and we tried our best to support him. At times there were moves that weren't easy, but in the end we were certainly pleased with where it ended up. It's hard to define, and when you have a good season, a winning season, there's a lot easier atmosphere. People give you leeway. They aren't as critical. And when you get into this discussion of culture, criticism, success, failure, it's all a mix that comes together. But I do think we have good guys on this team, good players, good people. And I think that makes us better, gives us a better chance to win. And I think that Zac consciously strives for that.
Did Jamar Chase surprise you with how good he was as a rookie?
Did Jamar Chase surprise you with how good he was as a rookie?
Did who?
Jamar.
Oh, Jamar Chase. Listen, if you aren't surprised by Jamar Chase, you haven't watched football for 60 years. He's been remarkable. He makes plays that you have to see to believe, and they stay in your mind. The ones against Kansas City. I remember years ago having that same feeling about Isaac Curtis. He'd go out there and, my God, did you see that? And with Chase, it's the same thing. I marvel at how he has played, and I am expecting him to keep it up.
Mike, your reaction to the move into the 21st century, naming rights, Hall of Fame, Ring of Honor, your take on that?
Well, we have, or I have granddaughters, and when they got involved in this business, they thought I was something of a fuddy, and they said, how about a Ring of Honor? And of course I said, you know, we have to have that, don't we? And we do. And the indoor facility, Grandpa, there's no indoor facility. This isn't right. Well, yes, we have to correct that. So we're doing some of those things that my stick in the mud ways would probably say otherwise. But I'm keeping up as best I can, and I'm getting good instruction. I think it's been better for the football team that we're doing these things.